There are more bikes in Amsterdam than local residents. 165 canals with a combined length of 100 kilometers, so Waternet remove around an average of 15,000 bikes a year, and maybe the odd lost tourist or German U-boat. The Oudekerk was founded in 1213 on a natural mound amongst the riverside and the marshlands and became a burial ground. It developed over the years to become the amazing building we see today. There are 2,500 graves inside this church, with an estimated 10,000 bodies buried here. You have to imagine the smell here all those years ago, the smell of rotting flesh. It must have been overwhelming, so no wonder the church used to burn a lot of incense. But that never stopped the locals using the place like a local living room in the centre of the community. The church also has the finest Baroque organ in Europe, and we can just about hear it right now. St. Nicholas is the patron saint of sailors. He was dedicated to the church by the Bishop of Utrecht in 1306. St. Nicholas is also known as Sinterklaas, Santa Claus, or Father Christmas. Ho 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 ho! The Old Church has many interesting features we will explore. A beautiful building that survived great fires, occupations and even the transformation. Used by locals, sailors and merchants, a place to meet, pray, relax, gossip, and even mend their sails and ropes. It was known as Amsterdam's Livingroom. Today it holds events, exhibitions, as well as being the actual oldest building in Amsterdam, founded before Amsterdam was granted city status. It still holds services from time to time and is part of the Stille Omgang, an annual event to mark the miracle of Amsterdam of 1345. You can find references throughout the building to the locality and especially the city's nautical past. The church survived the alteration in 1578, when the Catholics were deposed from the city in favour of the Protestants. This was called the Beeldenstorm. Statues and altars destroyed, art was defaced, and the wealthy items removed, sold, melted down, or even stolen. People were fed up with the control and the contradiction of the church. Boosted by a lot of political changes as well as occupations by the Spanish, the Inquisitions and the Council of Blood, Catholics were forced to meet underground. However, some of the original works of art survived, such as the paintings on the ceiling, the stained glass windows, and even the beautiful and unusual carvings underneath the seats of the choir pit. These carvings are called misericords and depict sins and grotesque mixed with local sayings, and when seated they face directly down to hell whilst you comfortably look up to heaven. I had the unusual opportunity to get another perspective of the building.
Make little short videos.
This lovely lady took me up in the cherry picker to get a closer look at the ceiling and get some more beautiful perspectives of this amazing building. The ceiling's wooden planks date back to 1390. However, I don't like heights and I didn't stay up here for long. Take me back down to the ground.
Kind of adds a perspective.
Additional chapels and rooms were added during the Golden Age, including the vestry, the Lady Chapel, Commissioner's Chamber, Church Warden's Chamber, and the Mirror Room. The church was used as an office for matrimonial matters, registration of marriages. Rembrandt also married here, and his wife Saskia's gravestone and resting place is still here inside this church. The Oudekerk is an impressive, historical and beautiful window into the past, in the heart of the red light district. Next up, we check out behind the red curtain and see the district by night. If you want to know more about Amsterdam and the Council of Blood, check out my video called Blood Street. If you're interested to know how Catholics survived the alteration, check out my other video called The Hidden Church. Like, subscribe, say hello.